do it. We're ready to put the roof on. We've put the roof blocks in between the rafters. So now I'm just cutting the first 3 boards to get those on, get started. So I'm cutting these roof boards. I've already cut one as a tester, and now I'm just cutting two at a time. At least that's the plan. Off straight though. There. My little tip for you today. If you're trying to cut a nice straight square line and you don't trust that you can do it, and it needs to be, it's quite important that these boards butt up very nicely and flush, and there's not really any gaps for any moisture to get down in if anything happens to the roof. You can clamp your set square, your roofing square, on to your board. All you just need to do is work out where you're cutting, butt your square up to it, clamp that where it is, like so, and that keeps the 2 boards together as well. We know they're flush there. Then you get your saw, and you should always make sure you test your depth of your blade, otherwise you won't cut through the wood all the way, like I just did. Okay, here we go again. Beautifully straight, flush, happy days cuts. And there's your boards, ready to go up on the roof. Right, let's get these boards on. Oh, 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 that hurt. Oh, I just smashed my thumb. Push through it. Push through the excruciating pain. Oh, okay. And it couldn't come a moment too soon because it's raining again. All it does is rain every day. I couldn't choose what was the best angle to shoot this from. So you're stuck with where you are. I'm afraid my method of getting a straight edge has worked. An absolute treat, I must say. But I'm stood in the wrong place to put this first one in. The rafter's 45. Ooh, have they given me a mark for that? Yeah. There's a mark on the roofing square, which is a half of 45, which is very useful. It's almost like they designed that tool to be useful for carpentry. Sometimes I make myself laugh, which is lucky because nobody else usually does. Okay. The first screw is going into the roof. This momentous occasion. And I'll probably have to take them all out again when I get endless comments saying you should have used roof nails. So I look forward to those. I wonder if it's because screws are going to split the timber. Is that what it is? I mean, nothing's split yet, but I am concerned about the ends. And my guess is they most definitely will. Let's find out. Okay, nothing split. I mean, that close to the end, is a nail not just as much of a risk? I do love learning things. I mean, it hasn't split. By the time anybody watches this video and corrects me, I'll be finished anyway, so in your face, it's too late. Okay. Oh, I think this platform is older than me. Ooh. So far, so good. It's going to be a lot of moving around though. Oh, that was horrible. This is exciting. And also a little bit scary. Oh, move around like an absolute baby bird when I'm working at heights. At some point I'm going to have to actually be on the roof, and I don't know how I feel about that yet either. Oh yeah, let's pull that in nice and tight. So once I get a couple of rows of these on, I should be able to get on the roof and then work up towards the back of the house. Okay, don't split, 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 don't split. How do people do this though? How do you pull the boards together usually? I can't get down. Oh, and it's wet as well. I'm going to get a wet butt. Okay, so I'm back on the roof. You join me back up here. This is as close as you've seen my face, I think. Apologies for that. What a view. What a lovely view. For the future, if anybody has any bright ideas on how to better do this, please let me know. Please leave it in the comments below. How to pull boards together, because that would be really handy to know for next time. There must be a way. There must be a way. So it's actually starting to get dark again, I think. I think we are past the midnight sun. So the nights are going to be drawing in again pretty soon. And before we know it, we're going to be plunged into the winter darkness again and have 3 or 4 hours of daylight a day. Whew. But I love it. I don't love it for building. It's not great for building because you can't get much done in the night time. But generally speaking, I love the winter. I'm very much a winter person. Raven loves the summer. She is a summer gal. She loves the sun. She loves the heat. I enjoy the icy cold. Mainly because I get hay fever. I get very bad seasonal allergies. And I just get hot and irritated in the summer. So a nice chilly day, that's for me. Anyway, I'm waffling because I don't know what to do about this roof. So disregard everything I said before. I'm nailing the boards. Seems to be the done thing, much quicker. I'm also not cutting them to size on the ground. I'm just going to get them fixed and then cut the ends off at the overhang. All these learning things, all these good little tricks and tips that you learn as you do stuff and as you talk to people that have done it before. It's the only way. You really have to embrace that beginner mindset, except when you don't know what you're doing, and listen to people that do know what they're doing. There's gaps everywhere. How can we stop there being gaps? I don't know. I don't know. Ah, my funny bone. The least funny bone in the body. Ouch. Oh. probably an easier way to do this as well. But this is how I'm doing it. Oh. Everything up till now has been fairly kind of undangerous. Things are starting to feel a little bit more dangerous now, being on this platform and being on the roof. And is my t-shirt on back to front? Is that what the problem is? I really want to get a better microphone. So if you could like and subscribe and help me build my channel, maybe I can afford a new microphone and you'll get better sound quality. So it's in your best interest really to like and subscribe. Thanks. Thank you. Ouch. Ooh. Yeesh. Okay, there's nothing left to do but get on the roof, really. I really don't like heights. It's also really windy. But I built it. It's solid, it's strong, it's not going... It's those. It's solid, it's strong, it's not going anywhere. Be bold, be brave. I just don't know what to do about the gaps. Is it bad? Is it bad that there's gaps? Yeah, as suspected. Fuck sucks. Sit with it, just get comfortable. But yeah, we're back on the roof. I'm pretty tired, but we're very close to finishing. I'm kind of going to run out of boards, and I'm thinking that I may just have to kind of use what I've got. Most of the roof has got like nice long boards stretching, a lot of rafters, which is obviously good for the stability of the house. But there's I'm going to be left with a bunch of offcuts, which I'm thinking, do I just use them and span 3 rafters with them? But then obviously it creates more gaps for moisture to get in. Some thinking to do. I mean, I've still got the front, you can't quite see, you can just see the tip of the rafters just there. So I haven't boarded out the front yet. I wanted to just start on the bit that was covering the floor inside. That bit is the overhang, so I haven't boarded that part yet. So I'm probably going to need to get more boards for that anyway. But it's just trying to find a window in this weather that's not too windy, because driving with the trailer in the wind is no fun at all, no joke. So yeah, that's where we're at. I'm just going to keep nailing on what I've got, use up the rest of the boards, keep fighting these flies off, and we'll see where we're at. So, with just one board, it's midge o'clock, I don't know if you can see them on the camera, but I am getting absolutely hounded by midges. Thankfully, I don't think they're the biting kind, but they are horrible nonetheless and very itchy and irritating. And just because I'm a big sweaty ball, they're just all above me. You can see actually, interestingly, the hole in the roof there, they're all hovering above that, which means there's heat starting to form inside in the cabin, and it's escaping out that last hole, which is pretty incredible. Already the cabin is getting warmer and it hasn't even got any walls. But yes, that one hole remains, annoyingly, and it's because there's a bit of discrepancy in the board widths. So as I was working my way up, you can see slight variations in width. They're sort of slightly not the same. So that's left me with a gap that's a few millimetres smaller than the board. So I'm going to have to rip one down, pop it in there. It's not a big deal. It's just a faff because it means getting up and down off the roof. But we're pretty much there. I've just got the front edge to do, of course, as well, the overhang, but I'm just going to do that from the scrappy offcuts. I don't think it really matters if they are spanning too many rafters. I've got very long boards spanning at least kind of 6 or 7 of the 9 rafters. So I think we're pretty good in terms of everything being locked together. So yeah, going to rip that board down, get it popped in there. Okay, so this is the edge of the house. Some of these boards that I fitted are obviously just too long. I just put them on with a view to just cut the excess off in one fell swoop. So that's the plan. So I've set this board up here, and hopefully my circular saw will run along this. I've clamped it down at either end, and the circular saw will run along that and take all these off nice and level. I'm leaving about a 40 or 50 mil overhang. Yeah, about 40 mil. I think we're out of battery. Yep. Okay, so that's one side done. So now we're going to head over to the other side. Okay. We were aiming for 50, but 40's fine. We've got 70 on this side. Okay, so we need our clamps. Sometimes very simple things take way too long. Lovely. Okay, that's the roof completed. Well, the wooden part of the roof at least is completed. It's been a lot, so I'm quite glad that it's over. I'm quite glad that I can do stuff at the lower levels now inside the house. So now I just need to get all my stuff off the roof, get all the offcuts down there, yeah, and on to the next task. This wet box of nails is going to explode when it hits the ground, I'm sure. No, it did okay. Just kidding. Oh shit. Nearly left my phone up there. That would have been a nightmare to come back up.